Hello my friends, I'm going to show you how to multiply your favorite plant by the air layering method.
Here I'm going to do some air layering on some of these branches of the blueberry, and what I'm going to do is air layer some of these older ones because I'm going to be cutting these out anyway in the pruning process. This has a lot of new young growth, and I want to remove the old growth anyway in the pruning process. But I can do two things at the same time. I can remove the old growth and start a new plant with the old growth. So what I'm going to be using is some heavy aluminum foil, sphagnum moss, and a penknife. So I want the plant to be tall, so I'm going to do the air layering closer to the bottom, right in this area. Looks good. And you want to cut completely around and a girdling process. And come up about an inch, do the same thing all the way around. Remove the bark. This is the phloem, and you want to scrape all the cambium layer off. If you don't do that, it'll want to heal the wound and it won't grow the roots. Right here I'm scraping the cambium layer right down to the xylem. And you need to do this when the plant is in full growth with the leaves on it. The leaves are producing the sugars and the enzymes, and that's going to trigger the growth of the roots. So that's off. And then what we want to do, I have here moss that's been soaking. We want to squeeze out most of the liquid like that, and this makes it real easy. These sheets that are pre-cut, so I'm going to put the moss in there, push, go around that wound. All the way around, seal this. Okay, some people I see, they use clear plastic wrap to do this, and the problem is when the sun beats on that, it superheats the root ball, or this ball, and if it does start rooting, it can kill the roots.
This is what happened when I laid a clear sheet of plastic on my yard for a few hours during the middle of the day.
Right here you can see the plant is producing berries at this time too. This is like the first week in July. So it's got another 2 good months of growth. That should be, you need about 6 weeks to 8 weeks to form the root ball, and you need that amount of time before you get your killing frost. So, and then you want to remove this before the winter and have it in the ground. So I'll go right from here and plant it right into the area that I'm growing. A nice advantage, or a good advantage of doing this, is you can select the type of berry that you want. I have about 9 different berries. I put about 900 plants in. I only had about 50% of them mature. Some were very small when I put them in the field. And by having these plants to select from, I can choose the type of plant that I want to be producing the berries. So we're going to take some more of these off because these will be, a lot of these will be removed in the pruning process in the fall.
This is a close-up of the cutting process.
Here I'm doing the girdling. Cut completely around. Leave about an inch space. Same thing again. And trim this in between. You want to make sure you get it all cut and then do a good scraping completely around, removing cambium layer. Now by doing this, I'm saving probably $10 or more for each one of these that I do. I'm also getting that mature plant and one that I'm wanting. This might be a little tough getting it in there. Pushing the cut wound into the middle of the ball. And we want good contact from the moss onto the wound, and that contact is going to facilitate the growth of the roots. Sometimes I put a second layer, especially if I see a crack where some of the moss is coming out. And that adds a little more support and strength to hold that moss around that wound. That should do it.
Thanks for watching, my friends. Bye-bye.